Hello folks and welcome back to our playthrough and tutorial series for Crusader Kings 2. In the last episode we started out doing some intrigue. We took out, I believe, a couple of the former rulers of the kingdom that we're in. And now, well, we're eventually planning to become independent. The only problem is we're going to need more people joining us here, so right now we are the leader of the independence faction and we have one person helping us with it. Unfortunately, our total strength is rather low. So, to gather more strength, we are currently plotting to revoke the chiefdom of Schleswig from our half-brother, Communism. Alright, now let's get started, see what happens, and hopefully we'll make some progress here. But our overall, I guess, goal is to eventually increase our power. What's going on here? Alright, something weird is going on because I can't click on... Okay, there it goes. I just had to Alt-Tab and click back in. For some reason I wasn't able to click on the provinces. That was weird. But weird things like that happen in Paradox games. I know Stellaris has a similar bug every once in a while. Alright, so our current goal is to try and get some of these lands from communism. My liege, my work in Holland seems to have come to fruition. By bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents, I have managed to fabricate a claim on the chieftain of Holland, presently held by Hroffen of Holland. I leave it up to you whether to use it. Use it. It takes 16 gold and 100 prestige. We're going to be low on prestige, but you know what? We'll take it. Because as soon as we get some more people here, we'll be good. The mere sight of Hroffen fills you with contempt. Challenge occur to Holmgang, a single combat duel to finally settle your differences once and for all. Well, I have 3 martial. I don't think so. No, I might actually lose. Alright, being on your liege's council is not always easy. You have a huge amount of work that needs attention, and there is much to do. The list seems endless. Just as you are about to give up, Gudmundur steps through the door and asks if you want any help. As tempting as it may be, you would be in his debt for it. It looks like we have relatively decent relations with him. I suppose we can do it. We'll owe him a favor, but... Alright, now we are currently, because we are Germanic pagan, we've been at peace too long. So let's get together a little raiding party, and we'll head down here and see what we can do. It's relatively easy to make this raiding party though, because, well, we don't have much in the way of troops. Now let's see, I do have my martial training troops in Sealand. It's just, unfortunately, they're not doing too much for us. I think I'm going to wait a little bit and get shipbuilding. I wanted to get shipbuilding with the age of the Vikings, and it should have happened by now, but apparently it hasn't. So in that case, we may end up just having to do shipbuilding ourselves. And that'll give us better options as far as acquiring loot and that sort of thing. Raiding different provinces. Alright, we finished our raiding there. Let's head back. And then we can disband our little raiding force. Now thinking about it, I probably should build Legend as well using my Steward. He doesn't produce much because he has only 8 stewardship, but it will gradually help grow our prestige. And any bit of prestige growth that we get is a good thing. Now what's the war that they're going through anyways here? Defending against Widukind of Saxon Rebellion. Oh, they're having some manner of rebellion and wars and all manner of stuff is going on here. Alright, during the last few days, my son, Alexander II, has been clutching at his stomach and made frequent visits to the privy. I've now been informed that he is suffering from dysentery. Call my court physician at once. That's a horrible thing. Oh, I forgot. I have Sturla here. I don't even remember having him, but okay. Can't really invite anyone into this plot. I think I do need to invite someone, though. Let's see. Kolbjorn is my marshal. I think... Are they both my vassals there, or... Kolbjorn and... Okay. So I need to pretty much get my other vassals involved with this to support this plot. Does it say why? Base reluctance, opinion, political concerns versus communism. Okay. Well, let's give him at least an award. Or, we'll award him a title here. Mercus Mater Marksman, pretty much. He serves as the standard bearer. We'll do that. At least it'll make him like us more. Tribal vassal tax? When did... I didn't think tribal vassals were supposed to give tax. Apparently they do. I am entirely confused. And there is a peasant rebellion for Agdir on King Arni of Sveabold. I need to just start calling Sveabold like Sweden, because that's really what it becomes eventually. Is this kingdom eventually becomes Sweden. Alright, well. Icing approaches you. My liege, I have a great idea for a monument. Something to raise our cultural status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. I would require some gold and some patience, and the work would take a year to complete. So be it. Surprise me. Nothing special, but nevertheless, it's something. Alright, while we're waiting here, let's increase the size of our hill forts. That'll at least give us more troops to field. And eventually, when we get more troops, we'll be able to bring them against Ruffin here and his blind wife. A son was born. Alright, who do we want to name him? Solvi? That's an easy name to pronounce. Also, don't forget, folks, if you are interested in naming one of the children of this dynasty, just leave a comment below and I will name it in the next stream or episode. Sorry, I'm getting my Fallout 4 and my Crusader Kings 2 mixed up. Helen insists that I help her get an old hat fit. A very futile task, as she's too big for it now, as I've told her several times. She's my half-sister. No child tells me what to do. She thinks I'm mean. Don't mess with Dorulfer. Alright, so how's this peasant rebellion doing? It's, going around. Yeah, the bad thing is we're kind of at a point. Put the plot into motion by sending an ultimatum. Has greater or equal to 1 plot backer. So I need to... Okay, so I have a lot of plot power. I just need someone to actually back the plot. Hey, we finally got the start of the Viking Age, which means we finally have ships now. We don't have many ships. I think we only start with like 6 because we only have 1 port. 18 is what we can potentially have. We haven't raised any yet, but eventually we'll have 18. And our vassals have 4, but that's not too important. Oh, it looks like the peasant rebellion has ended. Very unfortunate. Yeah, the bad problem right now is we really don't have a lot of potential as far as things go with everything considered. Oh, I'm nominating communism the second. I want communism the first. Let's see, Sverker. No one to nominate here because this guy has no actual heirs. Communism has declared a subjugation war on Halagaland. Where is that? Also, it looks like Saxony has broken free again. Are they feudal? They are feudal, okay. They're Germanic, too. Alright, we got our wooden hill forts. 744. Still a lot of progress that we need to make as far as all of that goes. It would help if we had a bigger martial score. We could bring forth more troops, but there's really not much that we can do until we get a better heir going. The monument promised by Heising is finished. Upon unveiling, a statue of yourself is revealed, and you notice the crowd smiling and giving you a round of applause. So we can say it's too much, remove it. To get the humble traits, piety, we don't really need. I have no words. We'll take the 200 prestige. Because once we get 500 prestige, we'll be able to do our tribal army against this guy. Although he'll probably have the prestige sooner than we do. The liege's discontent, or the liege's council is discontent. Quit trying to have me fight him. That's not going to happen. King Arnie has declared Swedish conquest of Lanishaposa, whatever. Oh, this place? It looks like he brought out, yeah, Event Spawn 2000. He did a tribal army. Minimum tribal organization. Let's take a look at that. So if we do laws and go to the kingdom, voting for minor tribal organization. Or minimum tribal organization. Okay, I see. So they're pretty much looking to do this. Pretty much everyone. Except for King... What? I am so confused. Because that has it where everyone's supporting it but the king? I'm entirely confused. Let's approve it, I guess. Please support me by voting with me in the council. If you agree, I will owe you whatever. Okay. Well, we'll do that as soon as we figure out what's going on here. Seer Total bursts into your tent, flanked by several Huskarls, dragging Bercy with them in chains. My Jarl, there are many concerned peasants claiming that their children are plagued by nightmares of this man. He is obviously a warlock. What shall we do with him? So Bercy is the Seer of Blekinge, commander of Blekinge. He doesn't really do anything to us, so we'll burn him. And now we're down to minimal tribal organization, which is probably not going to help at all with us. And our king has finally gotten old now, or older. Transfer the vassalage of Hone of Moor to Jarl Drolfer. Oh, I actually got... Where the hell is this place at? Oh, this doesn't really fit me, but okay. Answer the call to arms. I would lose 75 prestige by declining, so sure. We'll raise our stuff. We can't call any allies into the war, so we'll just send our one little army up here to fight these guys. So this guy is now our vassal, which is really weird. Because you'd think that he would just kind of be on his own. I guess it's probably because our liege can't have that many vassals. Yeah, he's at his vassal limit. So that explains why. Well, is he any good? He's good at martial. Let's see. Are you better at anything else? Nothing that I can really put you towards. I don't know. We'll try and figure something out for that guy to do. Look at that massive army that our liege is able to bring forth. It might be better just to sort of support our liege for the moment. I can righteously imprison Hong of Moor. Why, is he trying to kill me? Arnborn, heir to the chiefdom of Ostergotland. I don't care. They can do that all they want. Yeah, so long as no one is trying to kill me, I don't particularly care. Or trying to kill any of my, people. I don't particularly care about their machinations. They can do what they want. I'd like to bring him onto my council, but there's not really too much that I can put him on. I guess he's a better steward than what I have right now, so I guess we can do that. Yesterday I found a book and read it for a while, then I put it somewhere, went for a walk, vaguely thinking I should get back to it later. Today I found the book again, but couldn't remember what it was about, so I started reading it again. I'm content with my life. Someone in your court thinks you should be more ambitious. Am I content? Chase? I'm chased? Oh dear. And I am content. Ugh. There are people who think I should be more ambitious and find something to strive for. Leave me alone, Gandalfer. Oh, well, if he's content, that really doesn't help us. We need someone who is ambitious. Alright, well, let's take a moment. Look at our plot again. So our plot power has gone down, and unfortunately there's still no one who's really able to support us, which sucks. Ugh. The world is a dangerous place and diva spots are everywhere. Rumors have reached that people are conspiring to kill you. And I don't think I'm paranoid. Because if you're paranoid, then obviously that happens a lot, but I'm not paranoid, in which case that's a bad sign. I watched from the shadows as my spy master, Alfred, surreptitiously marked a spot on the wall with a piece of chalk. This might be her normal skullduggery, but my intuition says not. Time to spy on the spy. I'm gonna get myself killed, probably. Oh well. Eavesdropping from a secret passage in the walls, I overheard my faithless spy talking to another conspirator. They are plotting to kill me! Arrest her immediately. That's what I get for appointing my concubine to be my spy master. Alright, who else can we do? We have this girl. She's my vassal. I guess we'll bring her on. Can I send her some gold? I can send her some gold. Will she support my plot? Maybe now? No. What is it? Base reluctance, opinion. So overall it's just pretty much looking like because they really don't like me. So let's have our Chancellor improve relations with this guy, because he has the most plot power. So hopefully, if he supports us, we'll be able to do this. I was looking through the Crusader Kings wiki the other day, and it looks like each plot that you can do has different levels of like power that you need, or well, you all want to have at least 100% plot power. Beyond that, you also need at least a certain amount of backers for certain things depending on what you're getting into. Alright, Alexander is old enough now. He sucks. Oh, really? So he has two things going against him: martial education. I suppose we can do stewardship. That's not too bad. We really don't want learning, because learning is just kind of... it just kind of sucks. So we'll do stewardship training. Hopefully that goes well with him. But I'm very disappointed that we're not getting someone decent for, I guess, the whole takeover of our dynasty. How's communism looking? Is he doing anything? Our mother died. Hooray! So communism is doing a war? 2 wars. The Varangian Guard. How exciting. So yeah, our best bet may just be eventually to wait to become part of... to have communism take over, because at least he has 9 martial skill. He's already betrothed to someone. This is kind of the unfortunate thing at times, is you just have to accept that the current realm that you have just isn't going to go anywhere. Alright, now... oh, why do you all have to oppose it? You can't like me, at least even one of you? What happened to my marshal now? People are just dying left and right around here. Well, I might as well turn you into my new marshal. Change council position. You should be my marshal. Although that face is a very good, he does have a lot of score there. Aww. Now we don't have anyone that's really good with stewarding. So let's try and do something here. We're going to search the realm and see if we can find someone who can be a decent steward. Would not accept an invitation to court. Arnbjorn here would. But we gotta kind of give him some money. So we'll give him some money. Invite to court, yes. And he should join us momentarily, and he is now here. And we can turn Arnbjorn into our new steward. So the way that you do that is if you... I actually used a hotkey for that. I use the period key, which brings up the find character screen. And sometimes, if you need a really good character, and you don't need to fill it with a vassal, this is the screen to go to. You just go there, you find someone. You generally want to search the realm, because that'll be easier. If you want to search outside the realm, you can do search all, and just put it in diplomatic range, where you can actually contact these people. They still won't always join you, but it does at least make it possible. Yay! Our former concubine has passed away. I don't think we really need any more concubines, though, because we're doing pretty good as far as our children go. I should actually give my daughter here, something to work on. And I do need a designated regent. Well, let's do it to the spy master. Hopefully she'll be good to us. A few days ago, you noticed an intriguing woman at your court. Most of the time, she sat quietly and did not draw any attention. However, you could tell that she was listening very intently to the conversation, and that nothing escaped her watchful eyes. Perhaps you can find a use for her talents. So I could turn her into my spy master. She's got 20. Oh, here I was being so nice. Well, screw it. I'm taking her on. She's too good to pass up. Okay. So if that's going to be our spy master, what should be our next, I guess, goal? I suppose one option would be to take out some of our vassals that aren't supporting our goal to revoke this here. That would be a possibility. Let's see. His heir, does he like us? Not really. He's at 12 martial. He's not very good though, so having him take over and be a powerful vassal wouldn't be too good. We don't have a lot of good options here. Not at all. So I guess we'll just try and take out her just to give us a goal. Although our possible plot power kind of sucks. So in that case, we're not going to do that. We're not winning here. Not at all. I guess best bet probably is just study technology, so we'll send her out. Hopefully she doesn't die on us. And let's send out another raiding party to raid into... Oh, I forgot. We might be able to do... We have 10 ships. We can use that. So let's send them out raiding, build up our treasury, since we can't do much else at the moment. Now, as far as raiding goes, there's a couple different things that you want to aim for. Over on the filter screen, you can look and see the economy tab. So red obviously shows areas that are a bad economy. Most of the areas that are Germanic, tribal, have horrible economies that aren't really good for raiding. One area that's really good looking is Bruges. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Now the thing you want to look when you are looking to do raiding is you want to look at the county loot screen. The loot that is past this little divider is defended by the forts. So you actually have to take down the fort, or in this case the castle, to gain access to that loot. But you can loot everything else that's on the other side of that divider, which can give you a good opportunity to gain a good amount of wealth without having to do too much. Now, one thing, there is this army that's moving from here. Put them back on the ship. If an army's moving around, you really don't want to attack at that moment. Reason for that is you don't want to lose your little raiding force, especially in this instance when we only have a small raiding force. So we'll go in, we'll grab this amount of loot that's in Norfolk, then we'll head to Suffolk, grab some of the stuff that's there, and move on. Now when you're raiding with a ship, let the merchant caravan in. When you're raiding with a ship, you gotta make sure that the ship is right next to the tile that you're raiding in. So in this case, this ship can raid Lindsay, Norfolk, and Suffolk, but nothing else. So if our army were to move to Northampton here, we wouldn't actually receive any loot, which would suck. You know, our goal here is to get loot. Alright, dawn breaks and the caravan prepares to move on. The merchant insists on leaving you a gift, as thanks for your great hospitality. He shouts a terse command in a foreign language, and a young man comes forward. "This eunuch will serve you well," the merchant says. "His loyalty to you, his new master, shall be beyond reproach." So, he's offering us a eunuch who has 13 stewardship, but that's not as good as ours, so you know what? I think we're just gonna pass on it. If he had, well, 8 martial could make him a good commander, so you know what? I guess we'll take it. Although I don't think I have any free commander slots now that I think about it. Though I can get rid of Tok here because he sucks. So we'll get rid of him, we'll replace him with Suleiman. Or Suleiman. Yeah, generally you want to always look at the stats of people that are offered to you. If they're not too good, it may not be worth taking them on. In this case, he was better than one of our current commanders. At 8, it's give or take as far as how good it is. Now the good thing about raiding is a raiding force does take less upkeep than a normal force. So we are still bringing in money even if we have our army extended. Now they're about to be attacked. We're going to put them back on the boat. They're probably going to be attacked, yep. But hopefully, well, they may actually win this battle. That would be surprising. But it looks like they are winning. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Any battle you win is always a good thing, so. And I guess we can continue our looting. So you'll generally want to pay attention to the little loot icon here. Once it's done, you're pretty much ready to go. This force is a little too small to do any major stuff against the forts that are around here, so I'm just going to have them return to the boat. Now each boat carries, well, 10 times of what the boat number is. So each, well, we'll start with boats, I guess. Boats have a number based on the number of boats that you have. So one boat can carry 100 men. Sorry, I had to think about that for a moment. So in this instance, because we have 707 men, they need at least a number of 8 boats. Yes, everything rounds up. So 707 needs 8 boats. 2,220 needs 23 boats. Alright, so we've grabbed that. Let's head down to Kent next. They should have, well, they don't really have too much good loot. 11 there. Actually, Wessex there has some decent loot. Now another thing about boats, their carrying capacity for men is the same, or for loot is similar to their carrying capacity for men. In this instance, 10 boats can carry 100 loot. So if you hover over the little flag icon on the boat, it says this fleet is currently carrying 22.662 of 100 gold in loot. Let's see, during the last few days my wife has not been able to keep any food or drink down. Seems as if she is suffering from food poisoning. Uh-oh. I think we'll finish doing some raiding around here, and then once that is done, we'll be done for today. So we'll speed it up a bit. My liege, I've tried to make communism of Skane realize what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are. But sinister forces at his court have been hard at work to discredit my every move and distort my every word. I'm afraid in the end, I've done more harm than good. Aww. Does communism? I am so confused. You're all the way over here and more. So you should be talking to Hogne here, unless it potentially goes to anyone. Maybe? To the glorious Jarl Derolfer, peace be with you. We request that you honor your obligation and answer the call to arms against Jarl Judmund of Vestergotland. What's going on there? Is that one of the people in this? No. West Geatish Revolt War for Hrafn's claim on Vestergotland. Interesting. I suppose we could join, even though we're far away here. Yeah, you can generally join a war even if you're not going to actively be involved in it. Biggest thing is just keep in mind if there's a potential for your forces to be like, or your, you know, particular counties to be invaded and damaged from the war. Alright, so now that we have finished our raiding, we're going to send our raiding fleet back. Now you want to make sure that when you send a raiding fleet back that they actually dock with your home, because if they don't dock, then you're in trouble. And if you send them away, you'll lose all that nice loot that you captured. So they have docked, and we gained 50.25 gold and 50.25 prestige. And also, sometimes when you are doing various trips, it gives you a little bonus to your province. So in this case, they get a little boost to levy size and tax income. In this instance, we can dismiss the fleet, turn our guys back to regular stance, and I guess we'll go and help on whatever is going on around here. Oh, the war is already over. Okay. Oh. Did Gandalf die? He did die. Alright. So we will bring him back. And I guess the only other thing that we need to do right now is just appoint a new chancellor. Communism wants to be our chancellor. He's not very good at it. What about... Hogne would do better as a chancellor than communism would. So in this instance, we will right-click on him, change his position. He should be my chancellor. And we'll appoint communism to join here. So it's looking like we're pretty much not going to be able to revoke that title, so we might as well just give up on it. So we'll go back to the intrigue screen and... Oh, it kept his young look. We'll just cancel this. It's not going to happen. Not with this ruler. But at the very least, we can try and boost up this location to be better for when communism takes over. So we'll do another boost to the hill fort, and I think we're going to end it here for today. So yeah, in this episode we kind of went over... We attempted to do a revoke of communism's claim on Schleswig. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out because, well, for one, he had too much plot power against us, and two, we couldn't get anyone to join us. So that's kind of another thing too, is you kind of do have to focus on diplomacy a little bit to get more people to like you. Hopefully with our new chancellor, he'll be able to do some stuff to help us out. Although he's not going to be a good chancellor if he's leading troops all the time, so what can you do? Alright folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it helps you out, definitely leave a like below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click on the little bell icon so you stay notified on all my streams and videos. And if you have any questions about Crusader Kings 2, or if you want to see name a potential heir to this dynasty, leave a comment below. Alright folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.